Today I'm going to be making my quick and easy classic apple pie. I've got 12 Macintosh apples here. They're all about medium-sized apples. A half a cup of granulated sugar, 4 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. So those are the ingredients, so let's get started. So for our first step, we're going to combine the sugar, the all-purpose flour, and the cinnamon in a bowl and just stir this up until well combined. Alright, that is nicely combined. Now on to the task of peeling and cutting up all my apples. So that's the next step. I'm going to do that and I'll come back when all of those are done. So several minutes later, I have peeled and cut all of my apples. That's a total of 12 apples in there. I have my lemon juice, which I'm just going to get on there, right in there. And then I'm just going to give this just a light toss just to get that lemon juice all over the place. I want it to get in contact with most of those apples. Okay, that's good. Then I'm going to take our mixture, which we mixed up before, and just get that all on there. Grab your spatula again, or a wooden spoon, and just mix this well until combined. Okay, that looks good. On to our next step, our pastry dough. So this is the pie dish I'm going to be using, and I'm just going to measure this out for you. It's 10 inches in diameter, and it's about 2 inches high. At the end of this video, I have a link to my all butter pie dough, which I'm using in this video. So I'm going to roll this out now so that it fits my tin. Okay, I have rolled this out to a nice thickness, and I know that it fits my actual pan. We'll get that down here. And then I'm just going to gently unroll it right onto my pan here. I just want to make sure that I center this nicely. And what you want to do is you want to just kind of let this droop in here. You don't ever want to like pull on your actual pie dough. So just let it drip nicely. So just let it droop nicely. There we go. And then I'm going to grab all of my beautiful apple mixture. We're going to get that right in there. And I do have my oven set to 425 degrees. We're going to bake our pie for a total of 15 minutes at 425. Then I'm going to drop the heat down to 350 degrees, and I'm going to bake it about 45 to 55 minutes. Get all of that in there. Now for an optional step, you can also take some nice little nubs of butter and just drop them all over the place. You know, maybe 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can do that as well. Today I'm not going to do that, but that's an option. And now we're going to roll out our second piece of dough so that we can cover our pie. I'm going to get a little bit of bench flour down. That's just all-purpose flour again. Get that on there. And then I'm going to start rolling this out. So what I'm doing here is I'm just rolling out my dough. And as I do, I'm just turning it. So roll it out a little bit and then turn it. So rolling and turning keeps the integrity of our circle. And it also ensures that we're getting a nice even roll or thickness throughout our pastry crust. Okay, that looks pretty good. So I'm just going to grab my dough and just roll it up. Bring over my pie. And then we'll just get that right on. We'll try to center that correctly and just go just like that. And then what we want to do is we want to seal all of these edges. So whatever way that you like to fold and close a pie, just do that way. I'm just going to do something very, very rustic. I do tend to like a thick crust, but you can do anything that you like. If it gets a little bit too thick, then you can just take a pair of scissors and just cut off the excess. Now, something that I didn't mention in the ingredients at the beginning was an egg wash. So we're just going to be using 1 egg with a tablespoon of water. And that looks nice. So I've got 1 egg here. I'm just going to take 1 tablespoon of water, and then I'm just going to whisk this up. Okay, that's good. I've got a little silicone brush here, and I'm just going to start painting this egg wash on. And you might be asking, is this absolutely necessary? No, it's not necessary. However, it does give a nice, professional look to it. You're going to have it really nice and golden brown. It is nice, very appealing to the eye, and it makes, for a really nicely finished product. Now also what I'm going to be doing here as well is putting a little bit of raw sugar on here, also known as turbinado sugar. And if you don't have that kind of sugar available, you can just use regular white sugar, white granulated sugar. So that's good, just like that. I'm just going to grab a knife, and I just want to go around and just make little slits. And this is for the moisture and the steam to escape from the pie. If you didn't do this, the pie is going to puff up and you're going to have little mini explosion perhaps, or little holes where you didn't want them. So you just go around and just make little slits. If you want to be fancy, you can do, little patterns. But there we go, that looks good. So I've got my turbinado sugar here. This is raw sugar. It's very coarse. It looks like sea salt, in that kind of texture, that size. And I'm just going to sprinkle some on the top. And that's it for this recipe. So our oven is going 425 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to pop this in for 15 minutes. Then I'm going to turn my oven down to 350 Fahrenheit. And I'm going to bake it off until it's nice and golden brown. Around 45 to 55 minutes, somewhere in there. I usually do this size pie around 50 minutes. So 15 at the 425, and then 50 minutes at that 350. So I got a baking tray here, and I'm just going to pop that right on there, and that is ready to go. I'm going to pop that in, bake it off, and I'll come back with the final product a little later on. So here I am again. I baked my pie at 350 for a total of 55 minutes. So I did the pie at 425 for the first 15 minutes, then I reduced my oven down to 350 and I baked it for another 55 minutes. And I'll just give this a little bit of a spin so that you can see how nice this pie is, and it smells really, really good. So let's cut into our beautiful apple pie. Oh, I just got a beautiful whiff of that apple and cinnamon. Oh, it smells so good. And there we have it, my beautiful classic apple pie. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.